What's up guys, Ryan with the MXG channel and AOMC here. Today I want to show you another 2023 Husky. This is the 2023 Husky TE 300. That's right, no more I. They've dropped the I for this year. We've had people asking questions, what's the difference between the TE 300i and the TE 300? Nothing, let's check it out. Boom guys, went over this in some other videos, but obviously this is what I like to call the old gen. This is the body scheme, chassis, and everything that all the bikes were last year. This year you're only going to see this in the Husky TEs, the KTM XCWs, the dual sports in both brands, and the gas gases. So the new KTM and new Husky, that would be the FC, XC, SX, TC, whatever. Those are all going to be the new platform bike. And you can easily tell those apart because for the Huskies, they will be gray. For the KTMs, they are like orange and purple and white, and the shroud looks drastically different. On the Husky, the shroud looks really close to the same, so keep that in mind. So don't be mistaken, this is the same bike as last year with, I believe, a different front tire, maybe. It's got a Geomax MX33F and on the front and an AT81 on the rear. I think it had AT81s all around last year. And then besides that, the only real difference you're getting is the you know, the color scheme. The frame is like a metallic blue, and it's hard to really notice in the showroom, but you can really see it out here in the sun, glittering metallic, very cool. Interestingly enough, the frame is that same color even on the new gens, which you know, are gray and high vis instead of blue, white, and high vis. So Husky really wanting to stick with the Swedish roots, not upset the Swedish roots or anything. So so yeah guys, this is not the new TBI throttle body injected system. This is your standard TPI. If you're not familiar with it, throttle body modulates your air and your fuel sorry, not your fuel, modulates your air, and your oil comes down from your filler right here down here to this plastic oil tank. It then has a pump which pumps it into the throttle body here, and it drips and the air carries it into your reeds, and fuel is carried in through the transfer ports. If you see the fuel line here, it splits up there and goes in to the side of the cylinder. So this system is tried and true. Don't listen to the haters. You know, for every person that ends up with an issue with this TPI, there's another 999 that have had no issue. These things start easy, run great, you know, self-adjust. This is a tried and true model. So let me tell you, if you're wondering, should I wait and get a new generation of this bike, which will be out next year, or should I go ahead and grab one of these now? So let me tell you a couple reasons. Well, the main reason for me why, if you do like this model and you do like TPI, why you might want to go ahead and get one of these. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I have the new generation KTM, but if you love the backup Kickstart, or if you're doing a lot of hard enduro and stalling the bike a lot and just pressing this all day, you might want the backup Kickstarter, and this is gonna be the last year you're gonna get it, I believe. The new cases on the new two-strokes, they do not have the boss here where you can install the Kickstarter kit. So I can only assume it's gonna be the same way on the next generation of these bikes, which we will probably see photos and stuff of next May. So if you like that Kickstarter, you want that Kickstarter, then you're probably going to want to go ahead and pick up one of these. So what's your options if you want to keep that? You've got this year's KTM XCWs, the Husky TEs, or any of the gas gases, and you'll have that option for Kickstarter. You'll have TPI system. We still do not know when this model changes over next year, if it will be pre-mix or if it will be some kind of oil injection system like this. But guys, these things are sweet. You get you know, you get a really cool bike like the KTM XCW But another thing that may set this bike apart, if you want the TE or you want the enduro model that's not as twitchy, that's the biggest difference for me. It doesn't feel as twitchy. The TX and the XC, they feel, you know, very racy. Definitely more beneficial for GPs and GNCCs and higher speed stuff. But if you're doing mostly single track, hard enduro, a lot of times you don't want a bike that twitchy, and these things seem to be a little more mellow. They don't wear me out as fast. So that's why I lean towards one of these. As an off-road bike, my favorite one's the KTM XCW, which is the same thing as this, except the linkage. So, the linkage. You're gonna get some benefits here. Now, the KTM XCW has the PDS, bolts right to the swing arm. There's not really much disadvantage there for slower riding. And there's maybe some advantage to be said from not having anything hanging down here to hit on rocks. You have a lot more clearance. However, if you think there's a chance that you might do some high-speed racing or high-speed riding on this machine, then this linkage is a nice insurance policy to have. You can't add it later. And over high speed, whoops, rollers, chop, you're going to notice a substantial improvement with the linkage. Yes, it's another thing you got to kind of keep lubed up and keep serviced, but if you think there's ever a chance you're going to do high speed on your enduro bike, then consider the TE for the linkage. But those are going to be your major differences, guys. These bikes are absolutely sweet. I've got to build a couple of these and had a blast doing it. Got the Explorer suspension. It's got the spring forks for all the guys that want to hate on the air forks. There you go. Those Explorer forks are fantastic. So yeah, guys, it's awesome. I would not hesitate to pick up one of these. And just from a little bit of forecasting we're seeing already, bike sales are not slowing. These things are gonna go fast. There's still people, you know, ringing the phone off the hook looking for these things. So if you want one, grab it now. We still have some of these in stock at AOMC and some other enduros. So if you're close to our area, give John a call. Call AOMC, ask for John in sales, tell him you saw MXG's video, and he'll help you out, man. And yeah, if you appreciate these little tidbits of knowledge from an amateur like me, you can hit the subscribe button, you can hit the blue join button and join my race team. You can buy your parts from AOMC with a link down below. That supports me too. And yeah, I appreciate you guys very much. Make sure you get out and rip this summer. I'll see you in the next video.